next question is, which of the following operators is used to concatenate strings in Java? Plus, ampersand, double pipe symbol, and plus plus. So its correct answer is plus. So plus symbol concatenates strings, and these other symbols are not used for string concatenation. Our next question is, which of the following is a way to create a comment in Java? Slash slash for single line comment, slash star for multi-line comment, slash star star for documentation comment, or all of the above. So its correct answer is all of the above. So all options are valid ways to create comments in Java. Our next question is, what is the purpose of this keyword in Java? Option A, to refer to the current object. Option A, to refer to the current object. Option B, to refer to a static method. Option C, to refer to a class variable. And option D, to refer to a superclass. So its correct answer is option A, to refer to the current object. As you can see, this refers to the current object in a method or a constructor. Incorrect answers are, it doesn't refer to static methods, classes, variables, or superclasses. Let's jump to our next question. Which of the following is true about method overloading in Java? Option A, method must have the same return type. Methods have different names. Methods must have different parameter lists. Methods must be in different classes. So here the correct answer will be method must have different parameter list. As you can see, method overloading requires different parameters list, and this method can have same return type and name, which is incorrect for method overloading, and overloaded methods are within the same class only. So here the correct answer will be methods must have different parameters list to perform method overloading. Our next question is, which of the following statements is true about constructor in Java? Constructors can be inherited, constructor can be abstract, constructor do not have a return type, and constructor can be final. So here the correct answer is constructors do not have a return type. In the explanation, as you can see, constructors do not have return type, not even void, and constructor cannot be inherited, cannot be abstract, or can't be final. Let's jump to our next question. Which of the following exception is thrown when an array is accessed with an illegal index in Java? Array index out of bound exception, illegal argument exception, null pointer exception, or number format exception. So here the correct answer is array index out of bound exception, which is thrown when an array index is out of bound. Means we are trying to access an index which is not present in that particular array. Our next question is, which of the following is true about the static keyword in Java? It can be used with classes, it can be used with methods, it can be used with variables, and all of the above. So here the correct answer is all of the above. In the explanation, as you can see, the static keyword can be applied to classes, methods, and variables, making them accessible without an instance of the class. So static keyword can be used with classes, methods, and variables. Our next question is, what is the correct way to declare a constant in Java? Final int max value equal to 100, int max value equal to 100, const int max value equal to 100, or static int max value equal to 100. So here the correct answer will be final int max value equal to 100, because final is used to declare a constant that cannot be modified further. Int max value equal to 100 is a normal variable which can be changed further. Const is not a keyword in Java, and static makes a variable class level but does not make it a constant. So our next question is, what is the default value of a static variable in Java? 0, null, depends on the data type, undefined. So here the correct answer will be depends on the data type. The default value of a static variable depends on its data type. Example, 0 is for integers, null for objects. 0, null, and define are correct only for specific type, not all. So the default value of a static variable is not a generic value. It depends on the data type. Our next question is, which of the following statements is true about interfaces in Java? An interface can contain instance methods. An interface can contain static methods. An interface cannot have any methods. An interface can have only abstract methods. So here the correct answer is option B. An interface can contain static methods. So you can see in the explanation that since Java 8, interfaces can have static and default methods. And why other options are incorrect? Because an interface can contain methods including default and static methods, and not all methods need to be abstract. So one can be abstract, but if you're not mentioning all the methods inside a interface as abstract, so that is also fine. So your option B is the correct answer. So our next question is, which keyword is used to prevent a class from being subclassed? Option A static, option B final, option C abstract, and option D private. So here the correct answer is final. Final prevents a class from being subclassed, and static applies to class level variables or methods. Abstract means a class must be subclassed, and private restricts access, not inheritance. So our next question is, which exception is thrown when a division by zero occurs in Java? Arithmetic exception, number format exception, null pointer exception, or illegal argument exception. So here the correct answer is arithmetic exception. As you can see, arithmetic exception is thrown for divide by zero error, and other exceptions are for different types of error. Our next question is, which of the following is true for super keyword in Java? It is used to invoke a superclass method. It is used to invoke a superclass constructor. It can be used to access a superclass field. All the above. So here the correct answer will be all the above. So super is versatile, allowing access to superclass methods, constructors, and fields. So by using super keyword, we can access all the things from a superclass inside a child class. So our next question is, what is the method overriding in Java? Defining a method with the same name but different parameters. Defining a method with the same name and parameters in a subclass. Defining a method with a different name and the same parameters. Defining a method with the same name in different classes. So here the correct answer will be option B. As you can see, method overriding occurs when a subclass defines a method with the same name and parameters as methods in its superclass. Option A describes method overloading. So defining a method with same name but different parameters is refers to method overloading, not overriding. And other options do not accurately describe overriding. And other options do not accurately describe overriding. Our next question is, which of the following is true about the finally block in Java? It is optional. It must be executed after a try block whether an exception is thrown or not. It is only executed if an exception is thrown. It can be skipped if an exception is not thrown. So here the correct answer is option B. As you can see, the finally block is always executed, ensuring that cleanup codes run. So whatever code you have to run after the exception, means after the try catch block, you can put it inside finally block. And the other options are incorrect because the finally block cannot be skipped and it executes even if no exception is thrown. So let's jump to our next question, which is, which of the following is a checked exception in Java? IO exception, arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, and array index out of bound exception. So here the correct answer will be IO exception. As you can see, IO exception is a checked exception, meaning it must be handled or declared in the method signature. Other exceptions are unchecked exceptions. So here the correct answer is IO exception. Our next question is, which of the following is used to define a package in Java? Import, package, namespace, module. So our correct answer here is package. As you can see, package keyword is used to define a package in Java. Import is used to include packages, and namespace and module are not used for defining packages in Java. So our next question is, which of the following is true about the continue statement in Java? It terminates the loop, it skips the current iteration and proceeds to the next iteration, it exits the loop and proceeds with the next statement after the loop, it causes an infinite loop. So here the correct answer will be option B, which is it skips the current iteration and proceeds to the next iteration. In the explanation, you can see continue is used to skip the remaining code in the current iteration and move to the next iteration. And continue does not terminate or exit the loop, nor does it cause an infinite loop. Our next question is, which of the following is true about the break statement in Java? It exits the loop, it skips the current iteration, it causes an infinite loop, it can only be used inside a for loop. So its correct answer is option A, which is it exits the loop. You can see in the explanation that break is used to exit the loop entirely regardless of the iteration. Break does not skip iterations or cause infinite loops, and it can be used in any of the loops, not just for loops. Our next question is, which of the following is true about the double equal to operator in Java? It compares the references of two objects. It compares the content of the two objects. It is equivalent to dot equals method. It compares the content of two strings. So its correct answer is it compares the references of two objects. So in the explanation, you can see double equal to compares the memory addresses or references of two objects, not their contents. Dot equals compares contents, and double equal to does not compare string contents or objects contents directly. So here the correct answer is it compares the reference of the two objects.